Hello. All right, y'all. Hey, everyone. This is Aisha of Aisha Designed It. And y'all, I am live. I'm live. I know y'all probably was like, she is not going live because it's kind of late. So I hope somebody is up to hang out with me tonight. All right. And so if you looked at my community feed here on YouTube, I was telling you that I was going to come live today. I think I did this yesterday or the day before because I had did a video a couple of days before. And y'all, some kind of way I deleted the video. I have no idea how I deleted that video, but I deleted it. So hopefully someone come on in and let's go ahead and get started because I am going to be talking about what I talked to you about before in the last video, which is my vendor event. And I'm going to talk about, someone had a question about the payment system that I use, Shopify, and all of that. So I'm just going to go ahead and talk about that. Then we're going to make two shirts together because we all know that Thanksgiving is coming up as well as Halloween. Now, I do more of a cute Halloween theme, and I'm going to make one for my girls tonight. Well, just one of my twins. And then I'm going to make myself a Thanksgiving t-shirt, which is more like an adult themed shirt. So this live will be saved. I'm going to save it this time. I'm not going to go in and mess with it and delete anything. All right, so let me make my screen bigger so you can see that. All right, so what we're going to talk about, I'm going to discuss the vendor event. For the ones of you who may have saw the video that I did a couple of days ago, you may have, listened to what I was saying, but I'm going to go ahead and talk again about it. You all know I did a vendor, well, you may or may not know, but I did a vendor event, the Tickle Pink, and it's been like 2 Saturdays ago. And it was really good. It was really good. And I had some questions about vendor events, and I had some questions about the payment system that I use, and I had some questions about Shopify because I use Shopify for my website. So I'm just going to talk about the vendor event. Now, when you are looking to be a vendor at any event, a pop-up shop, vendor event, it's pretty much the same thing. There's a lot of things that you need to consider. And when you come in, say hello so that I would know you are here. Okay, so I can say hello to you. But there's a lot of things that you need to consider when you are being a vendor at an event. And one thing that you have to know is the price, because not all events are going to be free. Now, you can find some free events, some free vendor events, but majority of the time you're going to have to pay money in order to be a vendor at a pop-up shop or event. And now this particular event, I paid a little bit more than I did before. Um, but it was worth it because you always want to go and see if you can get your name out there. That's the main thing for a pop-up shop or a vendor event. You want to get your name out there. You want people to know who you are. You want people to know what you sell. And of course, you want to earn a profit. Okay, so but make sure you contact the person who is who's doing the vendor event. Get as much information as you can from them, especially about the pricing, so that you will know, hey, how you doing? So that you will know how much that you will have to pay. Um, Vendor events can range from free all the way up to maybe in the thousands of dollars. It depends on where you are. I'm here in Alabama, so the prices could vary here. But it's just make sure you check in your area to see what the prices are. Just say, for instance, you may want to be a vendor at, like I said, I was at the Tickle Pink. So what my question was to the guy who was over it was the cost or the price of the vendor for me to be a vendor, and what all the items that I needed, in order to set up. So he told me the price. He also told me that I needed a 10 by 10 tent because they do not provide a tent. And it was going to be outside, so that's why I needed a tent. They provided tables, they provided chairs, they provided It was something else. I think that was it that they provided. Everything else was on me. So I also bought a tablecloth to go. Oh, they provided I think a plastic tablecloth, but I didn't want the plastic tablecloth. I wanted one to represent my brand, which my brand colors are pink, gold, and black. So I did the pink tablecloths, and that's what I put over my table. Another thing that you also want to ask them is, like I said before, you need to bring a tent. And with asking these questions, you will be able to see what your budget is. Because just say for instance, you may not have the budget to be in a vendor event at the time, but you may have the budget later on, or it just depends. Because at the time I really wasn't going to go and be in this vendor event, but it was just something just kept telling me go, go, go. And I'm glad I did it because, like I said, I met so many amazing people, so many wonderful people. Hey, Phyllis Brown, how you doing? And it was a cancer, for the breast cancer awareness. So I saw a lot of survivors, and that is what really, we're supposed to be grateful every day for everything that we have, regardless of, what you have. But just to see the survivors and how they were just smiling and it was just so amazing to me. And I was glad to be part of that. But I didn't sell what I wanted to sell. I was looking to sell out, y'all. I'm gonna tell you. But I did sell a lot of things. So, and I also got my business name out there. So just make sure that you hey, Up Designs, how you doing? So just make sure that when you do become a vendor, you check into everything. I mean, you cross all your I's and dot all your T's. Did I say that right? Cross your T's and dot your I's. That's the way you do it. All right. So another thing is payment. So when you become a vendor, you want to make sure that you get your money. Now, a lot of people pay with cash, but majority of people pay with credit cards or debit cards. So you want to make sure that you, first of all, have some way to collect the money, because you don't want to let anyone leave there because you don't have the proper setup to accept cards, whether it's a credit card or a debit card. And so, like I told you, I have Shopify. So with Shopify, they have something called POS. Now, POS is a system where you can set it up in order to sell in person. So you remember at vendor events, that's what you're doing pretty much. You're selling in person. So you need to have payment system set up in order to take those cards. So I have mine set up that connects to my Shopify website. So when they swipe or tap, then the payment goes directly into my Shopify account. Okay. And once that goes into my Shopify account, it will be released within, I think it's like 5 or 6 days, something like that. But let me show you what I have. Now they sell this particular it's called a card reader on Shopify. But this one here on Shopify, if you get it from Shopify, you're gonna spend a little bit more money. Now I got this from Amazon, and it looks just like this. Let me see if you can see. Mine have the little, it's coming in like a black box, and it has the little S here. Now let me open it up and show you how it looks. Now it's just gonna be this small little card reader, just like this. That's how it looks. Okay, just like that. And what it is, I'm sure you done seen it before if you go shopping. We all go shopping. So it's just like a card reader, and you just tap it with your credit card, or you can not swipe it, but insert it in, and it goes directly to your website. And now, for the ones of you who may have another website besides Shopify, you have to check with that website to see if they have that system, or maybe they have something else. Maybe they have Square or whatever it may be, but I have this one and I absolutely love it. Now, what I do, I allow the customer to swipe or tap their cards. I don't deal with the customer's cards. I don't, some customers try to hand you the card. I'll allow them to swipe it or either tap it, because, that's the way I do my business. And you may do it different. You may take the card and you may do it for them. but I just allow them to do it themselves so that they can, some people don't feel comfortable at giving you their credit card or their debit cards, which I understand that. So that's why I allow them to do it themselves. So it's just totally up to you. And while I'm talking, if you have any questions, just drop them in the comment section and I will answer them. Okay. Let's see what else I'm gonna talk about. I created and set up my own shop. Okay, so when it comes, I told you I have a Shopify website. Now I set up my own Shopify website. I went in there and I did everything myself. Now the very first I have the Shopify website, but the first time that I set it up, I did not like the way it was set up because I don't know, it was just a little different to me. It wasn't appealing as I wanted it to be. So I went back in and I totally redid everything. And I heard someone say that they heard Shopify was difficult. Personally, to me, it's not. And this is something that I say all the time. You can make anything difficult in life. You can either make it easy or you can make it hard. That's just life. So I would just suggest if you want to try Shopify, go to shopify.com, look around in there, see what you like. Try to set up you a website through Shopify because you do not have to go live until you feel comfortable with your website. And that's how I did. And so that's the way that you can do Shopify. I love Shopify. Now I am planning to get someone to completely redo it because I'm going in another direction with my business. I'm adding some more things to it. So with what I'm going to be doing, I think it's better to let someone else do it. So that's the path that I'm going to take. There's let me see, Fiverr that you can choose, and you can write this down. Fiverr is one of them that will help you to set up your website, create your website, and I think it's Fiverr, Fiverr. One is Upworks, Upworks. They will also help you to set up your website if you don't want to do it yourself. Now, I recommend you try to set it up yourself in the beginning just to see. We're so quick at getting people to do things for us when we don't even try to do something ourselves. But I suggest or recommend that you try it yourself. And if you really just see that you can't do it or you feel that, it's not looking the way you want it to, then reach out to one of those companies and let them do it for you. Or maybe you know somebody in your family or maybe a friend or a co-worker who do websites, and you may could get them to do it for you, but that's completely up to you. All right. So that's pretty much what I was talking about on my last video about the vendor event. I'm trying to think. Oh, another thing I want to say is, okay, I've never done one. I plan to do one in November. I've been preparing inventory and equipment for the last 2 months. My fear is dealing with payment. I got Square. All right. Now I had Square, and I don't know. I never really used it. I never really used Square. There's not a specific reason why I didn't. I don't know. It just wasn't for me. But I would suggest, put your fear aside because y'all, we have some type of fear. We really do. And in order to really get out here and promote yourself and to promote your business and let people know what you do, you can't fear. And believe me, y'all, I completely understand fear. I have been fearful for a long time when it comes to put my business out here, letting people know what I do, because I have been doing this. I have been doing this for a while. I started out as a hobby, with my twins, doing a t-shirt for my twins when they were 3 years old. That's really where my passion started in this. And I had a Cricut machine where I did vinyl. So, I've been doing that part for a really long time. And then after I did that for them, I started doing it for just family and friends. And we have to step out of our fear. We really do. I want to tell y'all this right here. And I know a lot of you know because I did post it in my Facebook group, my Facebook community. But Wednesday, I was invited to pitch my business. Y'all, I was so nervous. I really was. I was nervous because I didn't know, I'm not going to say I didn't know what to say because it's my business, but it was just, I guess trying to really express to people what you do. That was so fearful for me because I tell you already, I'm not a big talker. I don't talk a lot. So that was one thing that I had to step out of my fear and go ahead and do what I need to do. And y'all, my husband, I told my husband, I said, okay, just sit there and pretend you was a judge. Cause it was 4 judges. Let me see, it was 4 or 5 judges in there. So I had to stand up in front of 5 judges and I was like, wow. But I had my daughter because what I did, I gave samples out. So I suggest that when you pitch your business, you make sure you have samples of what it is that you do. If you bake something, make some cookies or whatever. If you do t-shirts, if you do tumblers, if you do tote bags. Hey Anita, how you doing? Whatever it is that you do, take your samples and give your samples out. Therefore, again, that you represent your business and you showing people what it is that you do. But I had some samples. I had t-shirts. I didn't take t-shirts. I took tumbler, tote bag. What else did I take? Tumbler, tote bag, and it was a pen, one of the pens that I made, and it was something else. It was 2 other things that I took, and my daughter handed them out while I was pitching my business. So, y'all, I really, I told you I was nervous at first, but when I got there in front of them, it was like all the nervousness went away because they wasn't, they were watching, looking at how I represented my business, what I was saying, um, if I was reading from a paper, which I didn't even take a paper. I could have. I did not take a paper or anything like that because I knew that I had to represent my business without looking at paper. Okay? Because if you have a business, you know what you do in your business. You know what your business represent. And last night I was on a business call and one of the guys, he was asking again, he chose me to talk about my business. So I was like, okay, God, you doing this. You're really getting me out of my comfort zone. So he was just asking me what it is I did. And he was like, how do your business help humanity? And I was like, wow, it's so many things that a lot of times people bring up about your business that, you know, you never really thought about, even though I have thought about that. But it's just some things people can bring up about your business. You're like, okay, I need to do that. Just like your why. You have to have a why. Why is it that you're doing your business? Why is it that you're doing what you do? Maybe it's a hobby. Why are you doing it as a hobby? Why are you doing it as a hobby instead of a business? It's so many things that you have to ask yourself. And you know what? I have a notebook. This is what I have. I write everything down. So I would suggest you go and get a notebook. You can go to the Dollar Tree, get you a notebook, get you a pen. I love little cute pens, y'all. Go on Amazon or use some little cute pens so that when you write, you're looking all fancy and stuff. But I like to write things down because once you write it down, when you go back, you can look over things. I have so many notebooks. Actually, the other day I found a notebook that I had written in. I think it might have been about 4 years ago. And I looked at, hey Sharon, how you doing? And I was looking through that notebook and I had forgotten a lot of things that I had told myself that I wanted to do. And so I looked through it, I was like, okay, Ieasha, you got to do this. You got to do this. You got to do this. And once you really go back and you look at things that you've done before or that you haven't done, you can really get in that mode and be like, okay, I have to do this because I want to represent my business. Like I'm always tell you about your this my business here. I should design it. I love to be a blessing to people. That's why I come on here. We have to learn to be consistent with what we're doing. And y'all, I know I have to be more consistent, especially on Instagram. On my other platforms, I post my videos here once a week, and make sure you know what you can do in your business. Maybe you are a content creator where you create videos here on YouTube. Make sure you know that, just say for instance, you may not can do 2 or 3 times a week. You may can only do one day a week. Like me, I'm a wife. I'm a mom. I work full time. I have a lot on my plate. So I still want to make sure I pour into y'all, so I know that once a week is what I can do. And if you follow me, like I said, on Instagram, you always post different things and you just show people, hey, I'm still here. But sometimes, things get in the way, but it's okay. You just come back. You don't worry about that. You just keep going. All right. I don't have a website. I have an Etsy shop and I sell digital files. Yeah, I purchased some files from you before. They're amazing. I am technologically challenged. So Shopify looks difficult to me, but I plan to do it no matter how long it takes me to do it. Yeah. Um it, it can be um it when it comes to Shopify, I'm not gonna say it's difficult because I did it. I went on there and created my own website. Now, what I would tell you to do is go to YouTube and search for like it should be like videos on how to set up your Shopify site. Search those videos. Look at some people who are really out there doing it and just look at their videos. Okay, pull up Shopify and pull up their videos and see if you can kind of go back and forth while you're creating your website, and you can look at the videos. You can stop the video, go create your website, and just look around in it and see, um how that can help you. And when it comes to difficult, yeah, just like I was saying, things seem difficult until you do it. It seemed difficult until you do it. Just like me running this business, working full time. I mean, I can say it's difficult. It's not easy. It's not easy at all because y'all know I have twins. So I have an older daughter. Even though she's older, she's still mine. So I still gotta make sure I, you know, pour into her also. I have a husband. I got to make sure that I spend time with my husband. I got to make sure that I spend time with myself. You don't want to get so overwhelmed that you forget to take care of yourself. And that's another thing they was talking about in the meeting is that we as business owners, we forget about ourselves. And that's one thing that's a quick burnout. It really is. It's a quick burnout. You're welcome. It is. It's a quick burnout. You have to take care of yourself. And for me and my husband, we like to do date nights. My husband, he works. He works. So it's like we have to just make time. I have to make time to spend with the kids. So I know you all know who have kids or grandkids or a husband, a boyfriend, whatever, they want you to spend time with them, especially the kids. Now, kids ain't gonna lie to you, y'all. Now, my twins told me now when I was over, I do event. I used to do like the event designs, which I still do some of them, but I'm still just concentrating right here on the Ieasha Design It business. But when I was doing my events, my twins told me, it was like, Mama, you are spending too much time recording, putting up videos. And I was. They was like, we don't have time with you. So I had to stop and listen to what my kids were saying, because a lot of times we don't listen to our children because we think, oh, they don't know what they're talking about or whatever. But we have to stop and listen. We have to stop and listen to what our husbands are saying, because you know how your husband is. So you have to listen, and also you have to listen to your body. If your body's telling you to take a break, you need to take a break. All right. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that. And let me get back to y'all. I can just go all over the place. Well, let me get back when I was telling you about the pitch of my business. So I did pitch my business, and y'all, I was nervous when I first went in there, and just going in and just seeing I guess like maybe I don't know if it was a setup or just I don't know what it was. But as soon as I walked in, my daughter gave out the samples and I started talking about my business and the questions I was answering the questions that they were asking. I got relaxed. I wasn't as nervous. So a lot of times we have nervousness and we have fearfulness because we don't know what we're walking into. We don't know what we're walking into until we get there. And then we're like, oh man, that was amazing. That was easy. That was simple. So I pitched my business and y'all, I won second place. I did. I won second place. So I was surprised. And I was like, I called my husband. I was like, I did it. I did it. Because he was my judge the night before. And I was kind of getting aggravated. I really was because the questions that I thought they was going to ask, they didn't ask those questions. And so I was getting frustrated with myself for not knowing I guess like the questions they're going to ask. I thought they was going to ask. And when I got in there, the questions that I thought they were going to ask, they didn't even ask those questions. It was totally different. So sometimes we can get in our own way and we can block our own blessings. So I'm just going to say, do not block your blessings. Go and do what it is that you have to do. Get your business out there. Even with the Etsy shop, you got your business on Etsy. Etsy is a great place to have, at least start if that's where you want to start. People come shop with you. Now you have an audience. You have your community or your tribe. Now you can let them know, hey, I got this website. Go check out my website. You still can have an Etsy shop. I have an Etsy shop also. So you can just let them know, hey, go check me out on my website. I have more things over my website or whatever, whatever you want to say to your customers. But yeah, just don't be afraid. Just go for it. Go for it like I did. And y'all, if y'all really know me, I try not to I try to step out of my fearfulness, but that's something that takes time, especially if either you have grown up that way, being fearful, or you started just being fearful when you got your business. You don't know how to really explain your business. You don't really know what to tell people about your business. So, the best thing I can tell you to do is get, like I said, a notebook, write it down. Like write down everything that you do in your business. If you sell digital products, and just put digital products up under digital products. You can write down every digital product you sell. Maybe you do templates. You may do ebooks. Whatever it is, write it down. And then just say you sell t-shirts. Okay, when you sell t-shirts, what kind of t-shirts do you sell? Do you sell supplementation t-shirts? Do you sell people still do cricket, which is vinyl t-shirts. People still buying vinyl t-shirts. Whatever it is that you do, write it down and then make sure you put in your why, because your why is always going to be what moves you and what drives you to not quit, and what moves you and drives you to not fear. Because if we fear something, that means we block it. It's like when the opportunity arises, if we fear, we won't step out and grab that opportunity. Just like I had this opportunity, and I took it because I'm like, this is my opportunity to go and show people what I do. This is the opportunity for me to win this money, for me to be able to bring to you more things, get more equipment that I need, that I want to show you. Okay. Sharon Lee, I didn't have a square. My customer's name paid cash. Zelle. Yeah, Zelle is another one. Cash App, and Vimo. Now, for me, I've never used, of course, cash. I never did the Zelle. Um, the Cash App, I did some of that when I was doing events, and Vimo. I never done the Vimo, but those are some great options, Sharon. Cash, of course, Zelle, Cash App, and Vimo. Now, another thing too, that I offer on my website, and I'm just going to discuss this a little bit, is payment plans. Y'all, I'm telling you, these payment plans are amazing when it comes to your customers purchasing from you. Now, I don't think Etsy does not offer payment plans. At least I don't see them on my Etsy shop. But when you get a website, you can go and sign up and get those payment plans if that's what you want to do. Now, some people don't like payment plans for their customers because one thing with the payment plans is that they're going to charge you. They're going to charge you a percentage. It may be 1%, it may be 2%, whatever it is. But whatever that percentage is, what I do is just increase your prices a little bit so that um when they take that percentage out, you're still gonna get just say $25 for a shirt. Or if you're selling a hoodie, hoodie's gonna cost more than a t-shirt. $55 for a hoodie. When they take that percentage out, you still get your $55 if that's what you're charging. Okay. So that's an option too. Now I'm gonna tell you when it comes to payment plans, the one that I like is Afterpay. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I use Afterpay even in my personal, in my in my business. I do because one thing about even in your personal life, you know, if even if you got the money, put that thing on a payment plan because you don't have to pay. Just say for instance, you buying something for you need some. I'm gonna say some furniture and you go and you the furniture may be $500. You may have the $500, but if you choose a payment plan, it's going to be divided up into four payments. So just say for instance, you may put 125 down and 125 a month. I mean every 2 weeks. Now Afterpay do have a monthly where you can choose monthly, but it just depends on the company. Okay, it depends on the company that you're choosing. So hey, I use it. I ain't ashamed of it. I use it. I use it in my business. I even used it to get my stuff for my vendor event. And when I got the money back for my vendor event, went back and paid it off. That's the way you do it. If you get just say $500 on Afterpay, you do a vendor event. You make sure you add that in because that's a cost. And you want to make sure you cover that cost. So when you get that money back, you sell enough products to pay Afterpay back, then you can just pay Afterpay back. And just say, for instance, just say you have $1,200. Now you paid that $500 back. Then you have your $1,200, whatever your limit was. Okay. There's Afterpay. There's Affirm. There's what's the other one? There's another one. Oh, I forgot the name. It's a lot of them. I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna put them in the comment. I mean the description box. But it's a lot of them that you can choose. I think one is Dip. I think that's one. And y'all, I'm gonna tell you another one that you may not know. And I've used them before. Is Snap Finance. Now, one thing about Snap, and y'all can write this down. Oh, Klarna. Thank you, Sharon. I could not think of that one. Klarna. But Snap Finance is a good one. I have used this in my personal life also. Actually, I just used it um maybe a month ago because we needed some tires on the car. Hey, even if you had the cash, you use those options. It's called Snap Finance. And you can get your needs what you want for you. If your car need fixing, you can get your car fixed, you can get tires, you can get brakes. That's what it was. We needed a brake work. That's what it was. And we use them for our tires also. Now I'm thinking you can use them for computers. It just depends on where you decide to get the computer from. But when you go up on the snapfinance.com, they have a listing of everything, all the companies that they use. Because you remember I told you I do my events. I purchased a throne chair and I use Snap Finance. The throne chair that I purchased was almost $2,000. This was, I mean, I paid them off now. This was a couple of years ago, but they have all that stuff that you can get. So, I would recommend Snap Finance. I recommend Afterpay. Like Sharon said, Klarna is one of them. Zip is one of them. And Sezzle. Sezzle is another one. Sezzle. Sezzle. And I have another one. I think Klarna is the one that I'm thinking about. But Okay, Sezzle. That's what it is. I have it on my phone. And like I said, Snap Finance. So I'm gonna get them all together, but I'm gonna let you know because we are in business together. We are yes, Klarna. But you know what? There's enough money out here for everybody. It's enough money for me. It's enough money for who's sharing. It's enough money for it one Wana. I'm sorry. I think your name Wana. It's enough money for all of us out here. That's why I always tell you, we don't have to be jealous of one another. We come together, we communicate, we collaborate, and we just share information because I like the different like I said, when it comes to the Klarnas and the afterpays and the payment plans, they're amazing. I'm sure that your customers would appreciate it also because sometimes, it's just, you may have the money at the time, sometimes you may not. Sometimes you need those payment plans, especially coming up the holidays. Y'all, we got Christmas coming up, we got Thanksgiving coming up. We have what birthdays come up pretty much every month, anniversaries, weddings. I mean, there's so many things that people can use payment plans for. So just make sure you check those out, okay? So let me see. Do anyone have any questions? Because y'all can go on and on. Do you have any questions before I go into the next thing that I'm going to talk about? All right. Now, I think that's pretty much it when it comes to. Oh, let me tell you this, and I told you this before, but I'm gonna tell you again. When it comes to searching for pop-up shop and vendor events, make sure you search for your area. Now, I would recommend that you go to google.com, and when you go to google.com, put in vendor events in my area. So just say, for instance, you say vendor events, and like I'm in Montgomery, Alabama. Vendor events in Montgomery, Alabama. You may be in Opelika, Alabama. Vendor events in Opelika, Alabama. Auburn, Alabama. Vendor events in New York. Sharon, you're in Michigan or Detroit, I think. Vendor events in Detroit. Just put that in, and it should pop up what the different vendor events or the pop-up shops is coming up in your area. Also, you can go to I think it's called eventbrite.com. I know Eventbrite have like a lot of events coming up. Just like my daughter, she found an event that she want to go to. It's a concert. And y'all, let me tell you this story right quick. Let me tell you this. My oldest daughter had been asking me to make her this shirt for a long time. And it's a all over shirt. And y'all probably done seen those shirts. And y'all, I have been practicing and practicing and practicing to make these shirts. But it's just like I don't have one of those big printers, you print it out and just put the design all over it. I have to kind of piece mine out piece by piece. And I've been trying to do that in Photoshop. So I've been trying to learn Photoshop. That's one reason why I haven't brought Photoshop to you, because I am not that great in Photoshop yet. But I can design all day in Canva. I can show you Canva. I can show you how to design, but it's the point of going over into Photoshop and putting those designs into Photoshop and print them out. I'm still working on that. So one thing my daughter's she's been on me about making this shirt, and I did. I'm looking at it right now. I printed out, and I think it's like 10 different pieces that I need to add to this shirt to make the all over shirt, which I'm going to eventually do it. But for me personally, I'd rather just print it out on one big sheet of paper, just place it on the shirt and go, just go with it instead of just doing piece by piece. But I am going to do that for her. And so it was something else. Another thing too, I recommend that you learn everything that you can learn. You learn Photoshop, you learn Canva, you learn the Cricut. I mean, whatever, everything. Because I didn't tell y'all this, but graduation season was back in May. I had so many graduates to come to me and ask me about making the all over shirts. Now, y'all know the all over shirts, very popular, especially during the grad season. So I didn't know how to make them. I didn't. I was learning. Do you know how to adjust the resolution on a picture? Do you mean in Canva, Sharon? So I had a lot of the graduates come to me and ask me, "Do I know how to make all over shirts?" And I was just honest with them. I was like, "I'm working on it," and I was. I was practicing. So I lost a lot of money during grad season because I did not know how to make the all over shirts. So I'm just telling you that your customer will tell you what it is that they want. So if you listen to your customer, they may want, just say for instance, they may want tumblers. You may not know how to do a tumbler. You may be practicing. It's okay to tell them that you are practicing. It's okay to tell them that you yes, Sharon, I know how to do to adjust the resolution in Canva. Now I'm gonna tell you, I haven't worked with the Cricut Design Space in a while. It's been a minute since I worked with them, worked in Cricut Design Space because I know I need to get back to doing my rhinestone shirts. I was just thinking about that the other day. But yeah, I can tell you about the how to adjust the resolution on a picture in Canva. And I just put that in a video if you want me to, or I can email it to you. You know, we can talk about that unless somebody else have, want me to show them. But when it comes to designing and doing those that's what I'm saying. Your customer will tell you exactly what it is that they want you to do or that they want you to make. So you just have to listen to them. And for me, learning Photoshop or learning whatever program I need to learn to make these all over shirts, because my daughter, she want me to make her one. We plan to go to a concert soon, so she was telling me that today. She was like, "You still haven't made my shirt." So I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna get to it." So okay, Sharon. So that's what I'm gonna tell you. If your customer is telling you that they want something, go ahead. If you don't know how to make it, just be honest with them, because one thing you do not want to do, you don't want to tell your customer that you know how to do something and you don't. Because first of all, that's dishonest. We're in a business of being honest. We have to, that's one thing, you have to set your business up on honesty. And just let people know, hey, no, I don't know how to do it, but I'm learning. And so I'm still learning about these all over shirts. For y'all, I guarantee you, I'm gonna have it soon. I'm gonna have it soon because I want to show y'all how to do them all over shirts. Okay. So if y'all don't have any questions, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show you two designs that we're gonna make two t-shirts. We're gonna make one Thanksgiving t-shirt. No, yeah, Thanksgiving t-shirt, and we're gonna make one for Halloween. And I know a lot of people may not do Halloween. I'm not big on Halloween, but I like the cute Halloween. I don't do them bats and all that scary stuff. I like the little fun, cute Halloween. Okay. So let me show you the design that I did. Let's see. Okay. So here's one that I'm going to be putting on my shirt. Can y'all see that? Ooh. All right. Y'all see that? I think this is cute. Now, this is an adult shirt, y'all. It's funny, but it's an adult um saying. And this one here, I'm making for my twin. Now, when I tell you I like the little cute, I'm trying to see how to put this. Okay. When I tell you I like the little cute Halloween, you see that? You see all the little cute stuff there? That's not all scary. I don't do the scary stuff. Okay. So we're going to put this on some shirts. Now, if you are on my Facebook, then I told you that I am practicing ChatGPT. Okay, I'm practicing the AI. So this I made in AI right here. So I'm going to be putting that on the shirt. And let me just show you something else I made in AI. Let me show you right quick. And you probably seen this for the ones of you who are over on my Facebook. Let me see. Can you see this? I don't know if the okay, so I made this. Let's see, I'm going that way. All right, this is one that I made. And I just put my own business, name on it, and I put my branding on it. And this is the one right here that I made. The design that we're gonna be doing. And it says, I like my turkey big. Okay. And let me see. This is I'm about to drop it. This is another one that I made. Can you see this, y'all? Let me see. Hopefully you can see that. Okay. So AI is amazing. Yes. So what designs are you making? Up designs, custom. What different ones you playing with? Because I did Thanksgiving. I think I did a Halloween one today. A cute Halloween, of course. And I did my the one I showed you with my designs on it. So y'all, AI is really taking over. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I never thought that I would be doing AI in my business, like the AI designs, because I told you that I create my own designs. But even with AI, you still creating your own designs because what you do with AI, okay, that's a good one. Up designs customs. That's a good one. Yeah, the breast cancer awareness. So even with the AI, you still can create your own designs because what you're putting in, your own. Just say create a turkey with the wording, I like my turkey big, like I did here. And then I said with the graffiti background because y'all, I like graffiti. I think it's cute. You may not like the graffiti, but that's what I like. And it's still creating whatever it is that you put into the system or what you put in there for it to create. So it's still your design because it's coming from your own mindset, your own head. Okay. Even with this, now this one here, I did not do AI. I did this myself in Canva. The one that I'm going to be putting for my twins. Now, one of my twins like pink, one of them like purple. I'm just gonna do the one with the pink. So yeah. So y'all, let me. I don't know if I'm gonna have to turn it. Let's see how I'm gonna do this. Can y'all see? All right. Can y'all see my heat press? Y'all don't pay no attention to my office. It need cleaning so bad. All right. Can y'all see my heat press there? So I'm gonna go ahead and do my t-shirt first. All right. So what I have. Okay. Y'all see my shirt? I made this. Now I did make this with the Cricut. Um, this is my high school Panthers. So I did make this because we had homecoming. I made this shirt last year because we had the can y'all see me? We had the our class reunion. It was like a homecoming where the people come back and go to homecoming. So I had made this shirt for me and my husband. We graduated from the same high school. So I made one for him and one for me. All right, y'all. So this is I'm planning to make a calendar using AI. Oh, that's amazing. I bet that's gonna be really nice. Doing each holiday. Yep. And you know what? You can also, if you I don't know if you plan to do like an ebook or something, you can also use AI to create your ebook. Because I've done that. Yep. All right, so this is my t-shirt, and y'all know what's my favorite? I like the jersey. Because remember, when you are supplementing, you have to use at least it needs to be at least 50%. Okay. It needs to be at least not yeah, it needs to be at least 50% polyester. But the higher the polyester count, the more vibrant your t-shirt or your design would be. So I have my heat press set at 400 for 60 seconds. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my shirt down. And I hope y'all can see. Can y'all see? Let me pull it down a little bit. Okay. Now, y'all can have a ruler to go from side to side to make sure everything is even, but I'm not going to do that. And make sure you have a lint roller to get any lint or anything off of your shirt. All right, another thing you need is butcher paper. Okay, butcher paper looks just like this. You can buy butcher paper at Amazon. You can also buy butcher paper at Sam's. I got a big roll from Sam's Club this time. All right, so you may see me put a piece of butcher paper down over my shirt because you also have to pre-press your shirt. Now, the reason why I do that is because this top plate here, sometimes it just depends. You may get ink at the top of it that comes off the sublimation. And I just, I can't really tell. I see something right here that's on my plate. So I don't want it to get on my shirt. So I always just put a piece of butcher paper down, and that's when I heat mine. Okay, so we're gonna put it down and heat it for about 5 seconds. Okay, we don't have to go too long. All right, so now what I'm gonna do. Now I used to take scissors and cut this extra white piece off, as you see here at the top and the bottom. But now I just tear it. But make sure you don't tear your design, okay? So I'm gonna put it down. I'm just gonna tear it, just like this. So I tear the top and the bottom. All right. You see how it looks now since I tore it? Tore it at the top and at the bottom. So now I'm gonna take it. I'm just kind of eyeballing my shirt to make sure it's even. And I'm just gonna place it right here. I'm gonna come down about 4 fingers from the top, the neckline of my shirt. And that's where I'm gonna place it. Right here. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Now, something else you need is heat tape. Now, I like this heat tape here. It's the clear heat tape. So this is what I'm going to use. I'm just going to put it on the side. And I put it at the bottom and at the top. I just do one piece on that. Now I'm going to take my butcher paper and just place it over my design. And you want to make sure that your heat press is at firm pressure. You don't want it to be too firm, but you want to make sure that it's firm enough. So I'm just going to take it and press it down. And again, I have it set on 400 for 60 seconds. So do y'all have any questions? Sharon, you have any questions of designs? Do you have any questions about sublimation? Do y'all know how to do sublimation? Because that's something else I'm going to be going over. We're going to be talking about that too. And remember, if you're not subscribed to me on Facebook, I have a Facebook group and I have a Facebook community. Make sure you go and subscribe to me over there. So while I'm waiting on that, I'm going to take my daughter's design. What did I do with it? Okay. And you see it just has the white here. I'm going to tear that off. But make sure you don't tear your design, okay? Uh-oh, hold on, Sharon. All right, let me show you this right quick. You see how this butcher paper, how the design, some of the design came off on the butcher paper? So now I'm gonna have to get rid of that. You can use your butcher paper over if it doesn't have this on it. Can y'all see that? Okay, so I'm gonna have to use another piece. All right, Sharon, you said you were asking about AI. Did you ask me over in the community, or is it a question you have right now about it? All right, y'all, let me go ahead and take this off. Ooh, oh, y'all, I like this. This is cute. Do y'all see this? Your sublimation printer is thick. Oh, wow. What's wrong with it? Look, y'all. I like my turkey big. I'm going to have these designs over on my website and also my Etsy shop. You see that? Right above it. Let me see. That's it. Let me see, Sharon, because I sure didn't see it. I missed it. All right. Hmm. For some reason, I don't see it on here. Ask the question again, Sharon, because for some reason, I see where you said, do I know how to adjust the resolution on a picture, Canva or Cricut? Let's see. Thank you. Oh, so your sublimation printer is not print. What type of printer do you have? Sharon, ask the question again because I didn't see it. All right, let me do my daughter's shirt. Okay, so I'm gonna put her thank you, Sharon. I'm gonna put her design on this pink shirt. Yeah, I hope it show up good. I hope it do. Now this one here, now y'all know I like my jerseys, but I also like the gilding soft style. Now this is the I think this is the 50/50. I don't know if you can see that. Okay, so you had the Epson 4700. Wow. I never used the Epson 4700. I started out with the Epson 2760. Um, and I had that one for years. And I wanted to do bigger print, so I moved. My daughter and my husband bought me the this no, I'm thinking about the sublimation printer over here. They bought me this what is it? The Epson. I can't remember what it is. Anyway, this big printer here, this one. So that's what I got for Christmas. But wow. Okay, so I'm gonna use my daughter's shirt, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Now, up designs, I'm not using my Epson 2760. If you wanna, that's the that's a little smaller than the 4700. Okay, so Sharon said she had the 4800. It broke down. Do you think it's something with the 4000, like the 4700 and 4800 series for Epson? I let that go too long. Okay. Do y'all think it's a problem with it? All right, so I'm just gonna take my design and put it down in the face down, just like I did the other one, and come up a little bit, about 4 fingers, and tape it. So you want the okay, the 15,000 or the F170. Now I was looking at the 15,000 before I got this one. I think that's the Epson 8660. Before I got that one, and I actually found a good deal on it. Was it around Christmas? I think it was around Christmas time. So I'm gonna tell you something. I got this one from Sam during the Christmas. Y'all, Christmas coming up, so y'all better start looking at the sales they're gonna have, because I got that one for a great deal, and it came with what did it come with? It come with a lot of stuff besides what it normally come with. go ahead and press this down. So check coming up. Black Friday coming up. So they have a lot of great deals on Black Friday. Christmas coming up. And sometime during the new year, you have great sales also that you can check out that oh you have okay. Oh Sharon have the 15,000. Okay. The 8550, that's what I have. Hmm. So Up Designs, check it out. Coming up Thanksgiving, the Black Friday sale, and the Christmas sale, and just see what you can find. Because I love mine. Like I said, I was looking at the 15,000 at first, so I chose that one. All right, y'all. This thing come out. I guess because it's on the pink shirt. Maybe if I had did it on the white one. Ooh, let me turn this off. This thing is hot. Make sure y'all wear y'all some heat gloves. Ooh, okay. So I mean, you still can see it a little bit. What y'all think of this one? I probably should have did it on the white shirt. Oh, why is it looking like that? Okay. You see it? What y'all think of this one? I think it probably would look better on the white shirt instead of the pink one. But it's still cute. Let me turn back around. All right. So did y'all see these shirts? Gotta take the tape off. Um, what type of heat press? Do y'all have heat presses? What like do y'all do t-shirts or tumblers? Sharon, I know you do t-shirts. Up Designs, do you do t-shirts and tumblers? Yeah, it is, Sharon. It really is. It's very nice. I would recommend it. So do y'all do tumblers and t-shirts? And do y'all still use the Cricut? Do y'all still use vinyl, or y'all doing mainly like sublimation? Because like I said, I had to start back using my Cricut. I have the just a regular Cricut. The Cricut, what is it? It's behind me. I think it's called the Cricut Explorer, just the regular one. Okay, so Sharon do tumblers, t-shirts, tumblers, glass tumblers, DTF. Now the white toner, I love it all. Now embroidery. You know what? I want to learn that embroidery. I know y'all know I told you my story about how I got confused between the embroidery in the sewing machine. Yeah, I got two sewing machines, thinking that I was getting embroidery machine. That is crazy, y'all. But I know better now. And DTF, I like DTF too. I really do. The white toner, Sharon, tell me what white toner is again. I see a lot of people here on YouTube with it, but yeah, I don't really go and try to I don't buy a lot of that stuff. Yeah, you're right. A white shirt would have brought it out. Cause but y'all guess what? She gonna wear it though. She gonna wear this shirt. Okay. Okay, Up Designs, you do t-shirts? Okay. Have you ever tried tumblers? Let me show you what I have. Do I have it right here? Now I do the glass tumblers too, Sharon. And oh no, let me see. Did y'all see that glass tumbler I did with my mom's picture? My mom passed away in 2013, and I did a picture of her. And at the top of it, I did the rhinestones. It's just a colored laser similar to DTF. Okay, so can you do DTF with it? Do you use it for the DTFs? Do you make your own DTFs? Okay, so this is these are the glass tumblers that I use. You see it's the frosted ones. And I did my mom's picture on here. Y'all, that's been a couple of years ago. Okay, so you use vinyl and rhinestones. All right. I did a shirt with vinyl and rhinestones. The with God all things are possible. I think I used puff vinyl and rhinestones with that shirt. And it was cute, y'all. Yeah, I gotta get back to my rhinestones. I got so many. I was looking over here the other day and I was like, all my rhinestones is right here. And I'm like, I just bought those rhinestones and they just sitting there. All right, so which one do you like the best? Do you like your Cricut or do you like your Silhouette Cameo? Because I know one while people was trying to compare the two. Yeah, I still have a lot of vinyl too that I haven't used. So I gotta make me some shirts because I did that video when I had went to Atlanta. No, it wasn't Atlanta vinyl. Where did I go? In Atlanta with the vinyl. It might have been no, it wasn't Atlanta. It was the vinyl place that I went to. And I bought all that vinyl, y'all, and it's still sitting over there. So I gotta use it. I have an HTV run auto press in the manual press. Okay. For rhinestones, I love my silhouette. Oh, okay. Yeah, for my rhinestones, like I said, I use my Cricut. That's all I know. I do it. I do the silhouette. I think it's called the Silhouette Studio, but I don't have a cameo or any of that. I just use the actual Cricut. Now the HTV Run Auto Press, that's the one that it releases itself, right? Because the one I have, you have to do it yourself. You have to pull it up yourself. And this right here, this shirt that I did is the puff. So I put the puff vinyl on top. And if you can see underneath it, because our colors for my school is black and gold, and that's the gold vinyl I put at the bottom. So, oh yeah, a tumbler press. Now I was using the oven, the toaster oven, and then I recently got the tumbler press. And I have been using that oven for years. But I got this tumbler press and I got a good deal with it because it came with a tumbler press and the hat press. Um and what is that's the what is it called? Enor Enour. Okay, so you like both for different reasons. Okay. I have three tumbler presses in the oven. Okay. So Sharon, do you got enough? You know what? Let me tell y'all something, Sharon. Um, I forgot to tell y'all this about the vendor event. Um, Something I learned. So when it comes to vendor events, for the ones of you who are even thinking about doing it, you have to have a business license. Um, I found this out when I did my Tickle Pink because he said that he wanted to see they may ask for my business license. So I was like, okay, business license, you gotta have your what do you call it? Where you pay your taxes, your tax you have to have your EIN, of course. Um, but you gotta have the tax where you pay your taxes every month. I'm in Alabama. I don't know, what other states require, but we have to pay taxes every month. So if what I sold during the vendor event, I have to keep track of that and report it on my taxes by the 20th of each month. And I have to pay whatever the percentage is because here in Alabama, Montgomery is 10%. And so whatever, the city may take, excuse me, the city may take 4%, the state may take 3%, the county, it just depends. So for each one of them, I had to go and get a number that um correlates with the city, the state, and the county. So I had to have all of those. So I just want to let you know that just in case you want to be a vendor, and you may not know that you have to have those things, but just check with your own city and state and see what you need. Okay. So I thought about that. Okay, so the other press is the manual swing away press. Now, when I first started here, and you can go back and look at the old videos of mine, I had a swing away, but I had one of those real small heat presses. It was like a 9x9, I think, or 9x13. I don't even think it was a 9x13. It was really small. Okay, every month on the 23rd. Okay. Yeah. I was like, they're gonna get their money. That's one thing, they're gonna get that. And another thing too, I when it comes to getting your EIN and all of that, you don't have to pay for that. You don't have to pay anybody to get that, because you just go up on the irs.gov and just get it. So just make sure you don't pay anybody to for your EIN and all of that, because that's free. You can do that yourself. You can do that yourself, and you can do another thing too is the LLC. You don't have to have an LLC to be a vendor, but I would highly recommend doing the LLC, because in this business class that I'm learning about, that I'm learning in, they are really talking about the LLCs, which is limited liability corporation, and that helps to separate your personal assets from your business assets, which is a good thing. And with the LLC, you can pay somebody to be what they call a registered agent. And what a registered agent is like, just say for instance, you have somebody and you use their address, and they just, pretty much get your LLC or whatever, dealing with that. Or you can just do it yourself. But if you do it yourself, make sure I would highly recommend that you don't use your home address. Maybe you can go get one of those virtual addresses that a lot of people have, um, and just maybe get it that way. But here in Alabama, LLC, I think it's like 225, I think. Yeah, yeah. I'm in the process of doing mine. Um, Sharon. Yeah. So I need to do one for the Aisha designed it, and also, and then this is another thing that I learned, and that kind of, I don't know, um what I learned in one of the classes I took before. They was like, when you have digital products, you need a LLC for each digital product. So just say for instance, if you have an ebook, you need an LLC for ebook. If you have if it all goes together, that could be one LLC. If it's separate on something else, then that could be another LLC. And I didn't know that. I was like, that's why you have to get in classes. I did not know that. You don't have to do that in Delaware. Oh, okay. Wow. So like I said, different states are different. Here in Alabama, they're gonna get their money. So y'all, I thank y'all so very much for hanging out with me. It has been amazing. I had fun. What about y'all? I really did. I was like, let me go ahead and go live. I told him I was gonna go live today. I was like, I had to go live and show up for my people. And like I said, I wanted to do that those shirts with you, just let you see how those shirts look. And if you're not doing AI, go in there and just play around with it a little bit. And I'm going to show you the different how to do the different things. Oh, let me show y'all these. My twins brought this in here. So my twins, they had like a little cowgirl thing, a cowboy thing. They had a thing that they had to do in school. So let me show you the shirts that I made them. Look at that, y'all. Can you see that? So I made one. Let's see. I made one a hat, and I just put cowgirl on it. This is my twin with the purple. She loved purple, and this is the other one. I had to show y'all this one. This is my pink girl. She loved pink, and I did her hat, and I just put the writing down here. Hey y'all, y'all know I love that. That's why I be saying here. Hey y'all. Let me see. Can y'all see? I'm going over too far. So y'all see that? Thank you, Sharon. Yeah. So they had to wear that to school. They wear all kind of different stuff now. But my kids, they wear uniforms. But this was homecoming. This was homecoming week. So with homecoming week, they was able to dress up in different themes every day. So that's why I made them the shirt. They always talking about, Mama made me this and made me that kind of shirt. All right, y'all. So that's it for tonight. If y'all have any questions, make sure you leave me a comment in the comment section. I will answer your questions. And thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for talking back and forth with me. I really enjoyed it. I hope that y'all have an amazing night. Have a great weekend, and I will see you all on my next video. Bye. Peace.